Barb Milroy. I'm with the Texas Rib Rangers barbecue team. We're one of the teams that travel around the country and competing contests all over the place. While we're competing, we also set up and do some vending. And today I'm going to show you how I do some of the things that I like to do at home, that I can cook on the smoker or I can cook on a grill. Today we're going to do a stuffed filet tilapia. I'm going to stuff it with a crab meat filling. It will be really good. Right now, the first thing I want to do is chop up some spring onions. Just two. This should be plenty. About the equivalent of about tablespoon or 2.5 teaspoons. There, it's going to go in my mixing bowl. Okay. Some good lump crab meat. You can buy this in most grocery stores. If you can't find it there, someone should be able to tell you where there may be a meat market or a fish place. One container of this would be plenty for the amount we're making. This is about the equivalent of a cup. A little bit of mayonnaise. About a good tablespoon, maybe two, depending on how soft you want it to be. I don't like mine real mushy. Some mustard.
Plain cheap mustard, right?
Just a plain cheap, inexpensive mustard. About a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half. You just want the flavor of it. You don't want it to overtake and spoil the mustard. When you're mixing this, you want to be careful not to just stir and mix. You want to just kind of fold it in. The less damage, the less you break up the breaking up of the crab meat, the better. 1 egg, lightly scrambled. Touch of lemon juice, just a little bit, just a few sprinkles. You don't want much. I like to put a little bit of fresh garlic. I was unable to find any this week, so we're going to substitute. You can always use some powder if you can't find the fresh. Just a dash of salt. It doesn't need a whole lot of salt flavoring. Spice it up a little bit of pepper. I like pepper. A little bit of breadcrumbs to kind of hold it together, to give it a little firmity. Always have to season it with something good. I like my Texas Rib Ranger spicy. You can get it in many stores, not grocery stores, but Texas specialty stores. And if you can't find it there, you can find it online. The web address is ribsandrubs.com. If you can't find it there, you can go to texasribrangers.com, and that'll also take you to the same website. And just a gentle mixing. Going for a little extra spice sometimes. You don't always have to use this, but it does add a little bit of flavor. Just a little bit of some any brand Worcestershire sauce. And just a little bit. I think I want to add just a little bit more breadcrumbs to it, just to give it a little more body. And the breadcrumbs you can kind of add if you like at the end. You don't have to add them in the middle. This recipe is very easy. You just want to kind of keep working it in a little bit till you get something that's easier to work with. And this is what it's going to look like when you're ready to start working it into the fish and make your own patties. And this is tilapia. This is how you find it at a grocery store. It's a nice, meaty, not real thick, not real thin fish. And you can find it sometimes a lot thicker than this. Sometimes it's even thinner than this. It's a very simple recipe. And all I do is start with kind of the center of the fish. Okay. And I will take your knife and just kind of slice down in halfway. This is the easiest way to do this. There is another way, but this is the easiest way. And do the same thing on the thinner side, just be a little more careful not to slice right through to the bottom. You won't have as big of a pocket. Just kind of feel your way. Now you've got a nice little pocket that you can stuff your meat. Here's your pocket. You can do this with just about any kind of fillet. I've done the same recipe with mahi, and a few other fishes, but you really want kind of a hearty fish. Some of the fishes, types of fish that you'll find out there are too flaky or too delicate, so you really can't slice them and expect them to hold up to it. So they'll just literally fall apart on you. The first thing I like to do is, of course, season. Season the inside. And a little bit of salt. And season the outside. Do is just take you a scoop of it with a spoon, just reach in here and pack it down in here. That's just that simple. Maybe just a little bit more in there. Now you can bring this up and kind of close it around the filling. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is tear you off a piece of aluminum foil for each one, about 18 inches long, just big enough that you can put the fish in and cover it up. Then you're just going to take your spatula and lay it in the center. There we go. One last thing, and I like to do this. This is my thing. Take a nice juice orange. You can use lemon. I like orange. And just simply squeeze just a little bit of juice over it. Do the same. You can even use lime if you like lime on this. I just partial to orange. I like the flavor that it gives it. Simply wrap your fish up gently. You don't want to make it tight. You want to leave just a little room for a little air. About 225, 250 degrees. Oh, this won't take very long. This should be done with somewhere, depending on how hot you're grilling on, about 15 to 25, maybe 30 minutes at the most. You want to kind of keep an eye on it.